Hi guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back to my channel. It's been forever and a day since I've picked up the camera and filmed something. I knew I should have pre-recorded some videos, but I just wasn't really thinking that any of this was gonna happen. So today is March 28th, 5 minutes until 2, and it is Sunday. It's Palm Sunday today. Jacob and Bray are at a park, or like a big parking lot area, so she can ride her bike, and I stayed back because I'm just like not really, I'm a little tired, but I just wanted to do some laundry and then film a like update video because I haven't uploaded anything in a really long time, and I'm so disappointed in myself for that, because I told myself that I was gonna upload every week, and one video a week seemed like really good for me. Like consistently wise, I was staying really consistent. I wasn't getting like over, what's the word? I wasn't getting like overwhelmed with filming, editing, stuff like that. I just felt really good about my schedule. But you know, life happens. And yeah, so let's rewind to a week before my birthday, actually. So my birthday was on March 9th, and this was like a week prior. My birthday was on a Tuesday. It was like Tuesday the week before. So I go in to my routine botox appointment, and I went to a new facility, and only because I was getting like a credit to where it would be cheaper where I went, but I usually have gone to another place for a couple years, I think like a year and a half, and I've seen the same lady every time, and I've never had like any reaction or anything. So I went to a new facility, and I got the lip flip, which I have gotten almost every time that I've gotten Botox, and then a little like eyebrow lift, or units in like right here, I think, for an eyebrow lift. I did notice that when the injector was injecting, number one, it hurt a lot more, and then number two, it wasn't like as many units as I usually get. I don't know if like that had anything to do with it. My dark circles are so bad right now. I didn't sleep great last night, but anyways, so I noticed that those two things were like different than what I am usually used to when I get this done. I get this done like every 3 months religiously since like 2018, I think. No, 2019, I think, the end of 2019. And the next morning I woke up and I just felt different. I noticed that my upper lip, my top lip, was, because they usually say like wait a week until you see your results, but I definitely saw like a huge difference in my upper lip, and what it does is it just relaxes your upper lip to where you won't see a lot of gum when you smile, because I have small teeth, so it like kind of like drops a little, so when you smile you can't really see your gums. So I noticed that I was already seeing like my results, and I was like really happy because, you know, I don't like to wait, I'm impatient. But a few hours after I noticed that like I was seeing results, I just felt like internally and like mentally different. I don't know how else to say this. But the only way I can describe it is I just felt extremely, extremely sad and like depressed, and very anxious. That's never happened before. I did not feel like myself at all, and it was really, really, really scary. I don't know, I've never heard of Botox giving that sort of like reaction. If you do get a reaction, it's more than likely like surface level, not, you know, not like internally messing with your psyche. So that was definitely really weird. Obviously nothing is impossible, especially when you inject yourself. You know, you don't really know what will happen, because everybody's just so different. I just thought it was so weird that I was having this type of reaction when I've had this done before religiously every 3 months, only because I went to a new facility. Like that, to me, that just doesn't really make sense. So I had a very weird reaction to that. It lasted, I want to say like 4 days. I am on, previous to this situation, I've been on an antidepressant since 2018, since when I was diagnosed with MS, and I don't ever plan on getting off antidepressants, and let me tell you why. MS can trigger anxiety and depression. You're more susceptible to having those episodes, or you are more than likely going to have to deal with that at some point. I think, and I was trying to figure out like why and how this like triggered something in me. And the only thing that I can think of is the night before we were watching a show, I think it was The Resident, and someone was getting intubated, and they just said like, okay, we're gonna intubate you, talking to the patient, and it just like brought back a lot of bad memories for me. So I thought that kind of triggered something. But I feel like it was more than that. It was more than like what my mind was thinking about. I felt like I had no control over my emotions. Like I just was crying all day long for 2 days straight. I don't know why. Like I would be crying at nothing. Like literally nothing. I felt so depressed and so just like down, which is totally not like me, because usually around my birthday I get like super excited. I'm ready to like, you know, have a good time, but that was totally not the case this go around. So that was super, I don't know, it just like threw me for a loop. And it was the next, yeah, so that happened the week before, and then the next week was my birthday. So I like really tried to pull myself out of it with my psychiatrist, with her help, and just taking her advice. And I feel like when I get like that, like in those moods, it's really hard to control, and I start thinking about bad things. Like bad memories, obviously, because you're in that state of mind and you just think about like the worst times that you've ever had in your life. I feel like the only good thing that came out of it was me making an appointment with a therapist, and I have it not this coming week, but next week, just to talk about everything that I've been through. And obviously when I'm having good days, they don't affect me. Like my memories don't affect me. It's just like on those really hard, bad days, physically, if I'm really out of it, then I don't really think about the bad memories. But when I feel like my mind is just racing and my body is just like fatigued, I get reminded of, like why I deal with this and how I got here. So I'm really excited to talk to a therapist about everything, so I can, when I do have those bad and hard days, I can, process a lot easier, a lot of things a lot easier, and hopefully she can give me some tips for that. For those hard times where I just like don't know what to do. I just want to cry and, dig myself in a hole and never get out. So then my birthday rolls around and we go out of town, which it honestly was the best birthday I think I've ever had. It was me, Jacob, Braylon, and my mom. We all went down to the beach and stayed at our favorite hotel. I've stayed there since I was like a little girl, and it's like a resort, so everything is, they have breakfast there, you can get massages, facials, the beach is like right there, they have a pool, they have bar and grill, like everything is there, like you honestly don't even need to leave. It was so much fun. Me and Jacob got massages the next morning, and they were like the best massages ever. That's our second massage at this hotel, and we absolutely love it. And then we did some shopping down in Camarillo because they have like huge outlets over there, and then ate good food, and it was just like so fun. And Bray was such a good kid on that trip. She's at the age where she understands what's happening and she enjoys it. We took her when she was a little, like really little, like 2, like maybe almost 2, and I feel like that was just, it was a nightmare because you have like this, really she is a toddler, but has like a very steady routine at home, and it's like when you break them of that routine just for a couple nights, it's like horrible. So I feel like she's in a really good age to like take her out and experience other stuff than what she's used to, but she was a dream. She had so much fun too, and it was just a lot of fun. So when we came home, the next couple of days were really hard. Luckily, my psyche was a lot better. I was in a very much needed clear state of mind. I feel like that trip really helped me, and I just felt like a lot better. I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulder in that sense. And then this happens every time we come back from like the coast or anywhere different, where they have different like climate, because here it's very dry. It's a very dry climate. We don't get like that muggy heat. It is hot here during the summertime, and even like right now it's hot. But it's very dry heat. It's like the desert. So when we went to the beach, obviously it was more of a moist air and more cooler, and it was raining a lot there. So I have been dealing with allergies for like, honestly, since we've been back. I'm finally getting my voice back. I was talking like a man like for so long. I could not talk. Even like last week, it was like, oh my god, I can't talk. Like, it was so bad. But I'm finally like getting my voice back. And I had a scheduled visit on urgent care, like telemedicine over the like Zoom or whatever. And he prescribed me some cough medicine, I needed to pick up some Claritin D, and then he gave me some Flonase, ear drops, and like an inhaler. I couldn't really feel like any wheezing in my chest or anything, so I feel like that was a good sign, but just in case, I was given the inhaler. And then a few days later, Braylon comes down with a runny nose and a fever, and I'm like, oh my god, no. So then I was freaking out because obviously we just got back from the beach, and obviously like that's where your mind turns to. And so then that night that she had the fever, we made an appointment to urgent care to go get tested, and we all got tested. It was me, Braylon, and Jacob, and they all came back negative. So negative for everything too, like the common cold, every flu, all types of coronavirus, and I think that was it. So we don't have any like virus, or we're not like sick like that. But I really truly honestly think it's just allergies, because we're still like dealing with it. We had to like postpone a lot of stuff, and yeah, it's just been like super hard. And I think that's basically it. That's been our 2 weeks, and I just have had no energy to think about filming, to even honestly be on social media. When you feel like crap, you don't want to be posting about it. And I know I feel like I have slacked hardcore, just not sharing my life the past few weeks, just because I've felt like complete, that. So I'm trying my hardest to feel better. I still feel a little off, but not too bad, not like I did. So I think my body is just trying to get used to, not get used to, but like trying to recover from whatever it was. Also, that night that I did get tested for COVID, the nurse said, since you have MS, I don't really want to mess around and let this go on for any longer. So if it is something, let's just take care of it now. So of course, yes, I'm all for that. So I was on an antibiotic, and I had a side effect from the antibiotic, so I stopped. But I obviously stopped with my doctor's consent. I called my own doctor I was having like severe nausea, a headache, like a dull headache that wouldn't go away ever since I started the medication, and just feeling so like lethargic and like just out of it, tired. So he said to stop taking that and to start taking like real deal allergy medication like Xyzal and Singular. So that's what I'm gonna do. That has been it. I just wanted to like update you guys and talk to you guys and let you guys know what has been going on the last 2 weeks. I hate like pausing things and rescheduling things and really just taking time that my body needs. Like, I hate that because obviously I have stuff to do. So that's been a struggle with trying to just surrender, I guess. I have also learned that giving yourself grace and giving yourself like much needed time away is not only like you should do it, but like you need to do that for yourself, your health. It's so important to take the time that you need, even if you like don't want to. I feel like it's so necessary. You know, chronic illness or not, I feel like it's so necessary to rest when you need to, and that is something that I am struggling with, because I am the person who, well, I was the person who did everything. That's just like my personality. I'm like a doer, and I can't just sit at home and do nothing. Like, it drives me nuts. I have to be busy. I have to be doing something. I'm a creator. I need to be like working on something. So with not doing that, it has been literally driving me nuts. Like, I have all these ideas of what I want to film and what I want to do. I just can't make it happen, because my health obviously is number one. Your health is your wealth, people, so take care of yourself and rest when you need to, grind when you can. So with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here. Leave some video suggestions that you want to see this month. I do have a few videos that I am going to film, hopefully this coming week, next week maybe. So leave it in the comments below of what you want to see, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Story being told inside my head. I'm too shy to straighten up my bones and